sixth time, Titans and Patriots, warm day here at Nissan Stadium.
As a group, they have to come together.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Hey, man. Love what you do what you love.
Whatever it takes, we're going to win this game.
You just got to get this win, man. That's all we're focused on right now. Get this win.
Go impose your will on these boys. They ain't tougher than us. They ain't better than us. Let's go show it, man.
Titans have 11 touchdowns and 20 red zone trips this year. Play fake, fire, Vanette at the 5, Vanette into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans! Nick Vanette's 100th career catch. They're down at 8. Patriots at their own 49. May in trouble, throwing, intercepted. Hooker, 45-50, 45-40. Hooker is taken down by Michael Jordan at the 40. Second INT of the year by Amani Hooker. The half ends, and it remains Tennessee 7, New England 3. Going to give Stevenson a crack. He gets around Simmons and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. New England 10, Tennessee 7.
Good.
10:09 remaining in the game. Patriots with the ball. Pomp, May, hit, fumble the football. Hasty tries to get on it. He doesn't. It looks like a Titan got on it, but did Lowe take it away from him? Titan ball! The hit and the strip by Key. Rudolph drops to throw. Looks, floats it into the end zone. Touchdown! Titans in WI. Nick Westbrook-Akine. As the Patriots score on the last play of regulation, we go to overtime with the game tied at 17, 25-yarder. Snap, set, Folks' kick is up, good! So the Patriots start at the 30, a touchdown wins it.
The script right now, we close everything now. We're on out, let's go.
Play fake, May looking deep, throwing deep. Booty is there, but it's intercepted. Hooker came over to get it. Hooker came over to get it. Took a knee, and it's over. Titans 20, Patriots 17.
Bam! Long time coming, man. We finally got a win at home. Hey, shout out to my team, man. We did this together. That's what it takes, man. It takes all of us to win. We're going to keep stacking, though. Thank y'all for staying with us, Titans fans.
Fantastic job by our team showing you the game experience. Fantastic job by his team getting a win at home. Welcome to the BetMGM studio in Titans football with Brian Callahan, presented by SeatGeek. I'm Mike Keith, joined by the head coach, Brian Callahan. Sunday's win over New England was heart-stopping and emotional. Brian Callahan, can you describe what this win meant to you and the rest of the Tennessee Titans?
Yeah, it was a long time coming. Finally have a chance to get one in a win column for us, and it meant a lot to our team, just the way they had to fight, the things we had to overcome, and to see us fight back from some of the adversity we faced over the course of the game. And I was just really proud of the effort and proud of the execution when we needed it the most. And our guys have earned it. They practice hard. They do everything right. And for us to come out on the win column was really satisfactory for me, and I'm proud of the way that they played.
Let's hit some of the big topics from this one. Sunday's win in this segment is covered in Callahan on. Let's start with the pass rush. 4 sacks in Detroit, followed up by 4 more sacks against New England. What has reignited the Titans' pass rush, Brian?
You know, I think Big Jeff's playing about as well as you could ask an interior lineman to play right now. He's affecting the rush lanes. He's affecting the quarterback. And then getting the quarterback on the ground and affecting him really is where Arden has stepped up. You know, we've seen Arden Key really make some key plays over the course of the last 2 weeks and get his hands on the quarterback and get the ball off the quarterback. And those have been really two of the guys that have had a big impact in the pass rush right now. And again, all those guys are playing well. Sebastian Joseph Day and Harold and Big Sweat, those guys are all making plays on the quarterback in the backfield, which is exactly what we need for our defense to continue to play well.
All right, after you had a chance to look at the tape, how do you evaluate the overall performance of the offensive line from Sunday?
Really impressive performance, considering we had two other backups have to step in and play, and they played at a high level for us between Danny Brunskill and Corey Levin, and those guys played well. We protected the quarterback well. We only gave up 1 sack, and then we ran the ball with some authority. And at the end of the game, when we had to have our best and we had to impose our will, and we chewed up almost the entire overtime period in the run game to go take the lead in the game with the field goal, was really, really cool to see those guys. I mean, they're getting better every week, and it's a good unit right now. I think as the more they play together, the better off they're going to be, and we're seeing the dividends from that in the run game and in our pass pro.
One of the Titans' captains and certainly the leader of the offensive line, Lloyd Cushenberry, injured, is out for a significant period of time, maybe the rest of the year. How will you replace Lloyd Cushenberry at center?
Heartbroken for Lloyd, first and foremost. I love everything he's been about. He's been a huge impact for us. But we'll have to replace, between Dan Brunskill and Corey Levin. Those will be the two primary guys. Dan would slide in there as long as Dylan Radins is healthy. And if Dylan is not healthy, then Corey will slide in the center, and Brunskill will continue his play at the right guard. So we had two contingency plans based on what we have available.
Nick Westbrook-Akine has been productive since he started getting more snaps at wide receiver. Why has NWI been so effective, Brian?
He's a veteran player that knows exactly what to do. He is always where he's supposed to be, and when the ball has come his way, he's made plays. And what that builds is trust and confidence from the quarterbacks, trust and confidence from me, that we'll just keep throwing him the ball if he keeps catching it. And he ends up everywhere he's supposed to be in the pattern, and really impressed with what he's done so far for us, and he's been a big reason why we were able to win that game yesterday.
When Titans football with Brian Callahan continues, we will review some Titans tape with both an offensive play and a defensive play that helped the Titans beat New England. Stay with us. Welcome back to Titans football with Brian Callahan, presented by SeatGeek. On Sunday, the Titans won in overtime over New England. We want to show you Titans tape of two plays from the extra period, which helped Tennessee win the game. Let's start on offense with an important third down conversion.
Probably the play of the game for us here, and just simply, we knew against New England we were going to have to beat man coverage. And so this is a relatively core concept for us, where we have a crossing route by Tyler. Chig's going to delay and run a pivot, and Calvin has what we call a skinny route, or a short dagger. We knew that Calvin was going to be matched up on Gonzalez, their premier player, and to win a third down like this late in the game, to put us in position to win the football game, we knew we were going to have to go right at him, and we did. So really an excellent job here by the offensive line and Tony Pollard, right, getting the protection squared away. We get a 5-man pressure, and so we have everybody sort of accounted for here. Great job by Mason seeing what this was, understanding the coverage, and then delivering the ball under duress. There's guys coming free. That's what third down in the NFL looks like in the pocket. And being able to plant and deliver the throw, and then Calvin doing a great job at the top of the route, right? You can see Gonzalez guessing. He thought maybe he might break out, so he's turning to run, and Calvin breaks inside. But the most important, and probably the most impressive part of this, other than the throw, is the physical nature of the catch in traffic, contested. That's third down in the NFL, and to see Calvin, who had dealt with some injuries all week, make that play in a contested situation, man coverage, gotta have it, muddy pocket. That's the difference in winning and losing football games. It's a great play by Calvin and a great throw by Mason.
So you convert a 3rd and 5, you go on down the field, and you're able to kick a field goal and take a 20-17 lead. Man, he gets hit. Ooh. But he picks up 13 on that big play. So it's 20-17. The Patriots get the ball back. Let's take a look now at the defensive play that ended up closing out the game. Take us through it.
And you can see they're geared up to take a shot here. They have a max play action protection. They pull the guard. They got plenty of people in helping, so we got a nice clean pocket. And you can see what they're trying to run here is a sort of nod post down the middle of the field. And defensively, we're in a single high coverage. You can see Mike rotates down and Hook's rotating to the post, but he's starting far away here. And what allows them to, as he feels this play develop down the field, he feels the vertical threat from the far side and knows he's got to take a great angle, right, to get over the top to help on top of that route. And you can see initially, right, had a chance at it, But the way that Hook plays and the angle he takes really takes away the lane they're trying to throw it to, which is right in this spot. So it's a great play by Hook, judging the angle and judging the distance, and then again going up and making the play on the ball to seal the win. Really, really heads up, smart play by Hook and getting in the right spot at the right time. And you can see it probably from the back angle if we have it, even better where he's at down here and how far he has to go to make this play from that backside hash. But you can see whenever a quarterback gets in this position here and he's in that position, like the ball's going down the field, my eyes went directly to the back end. But I saw a Hook coming from the backside, and you could tell that May didn't quite see him, and he put a ball up there thinking there was nobody helping in the middle, and Hook made a great adjustment on the ball.
Amani's got to be precise.
You have to be exact on this. I mean, you can tell this is a lot of space, and this angle's got to be precise, and the ball is in the air, and sometimes it's hard to judge when you're coming from that direction. And again, if this ball ends up in a spot here, Hook's still in position to go play it. Anything that gets thrown here in the middle of the hashes, he's got responsibility for it.
But he catches it, and it's over. Good stuff. 10th career interception for Amani Hooker. Titans win the ball game by a final score of 20-17. When Titans football with Brian Callahan continues, Titans players celebrate a milestone birthday with Nick Folk. Celebrate may be way too strong. SeatGeek Sound is next. Stay with us.
Yarder. Snap. Set. Folk's kick is up. Good! Nick Folk, 2 days short of his 40th birthday. That could be his 14th game-winning kick. We don't know yet. But we do know this. Titans 20. Patriots 17. 2:32 remaining in the game.
That did turn out to be Nick Folk's 14th game winner. It was a great way to start his birthday week, as on Tuesday, Uncle Nick turned 40. His teammates wanted to share their birthday wishes in this week's SeatGeek Sound.
Is Nick Folk older or younger than ESPN?
Oh, he's older than ESPN. Younger, right?
Nick Folk's probably older.
He's younger than ESPN. Is Nick Folk older or younger than the Miami Heat?
Older. Younger. The Heat's a young organization.
He's older.
He's older than the Heat?
Yeah, he is.
Am I older than the Miami Heat?
Is Nick Folk older or younger than Google?
He's older than Google.
Oh, I mean, the obvious, he's definitely younger than Google.
Ooh. Younger.
He's older than Google.
What?
Is Nick Folk older or younger than disposable cameras?
Oh, jeez.
He's younger than the disposable camera.
Older.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick, man. We appreciate you.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick Folk.
Happy birthday, Nick Folk. Keep knocking them in. We're going to need those.
Brian, are you surprised by how moved and emotional the players were upon learning that their kicker, Nick Folk, is older than disposable cameras at 40 years of age?
Well, here's the problem is that I'm 40, and so it makes me feel the same way. There's these guys, some of these guys that are in their early 20s have no concept of what it means to be 40 years old, so I can see how they'd be confused.
It's a beautiful thing in a locker room, though. Nobody is safe in a locker room.
Not one bit, not one bit. So that was funny. I got a good laugh out of that one.
It's good stuff. When we come back, the epic Western Genuine article, a progress report on new Nissan Stadium from Titans president Burke Nihill. Stay tuned. Glad to have you back with us for Titans football with Brian Callahan, presented by SeatGeek. Now time for our epic Western Genuine article, and our guest for this segment is Titans president and CEO Burke Nihill. So good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Great to be here, Mike.
It's November. The Titans broke ground on new Nissan Stadium 8 months ago. So what are the most important things that have happened construction-wise so far?
February 29th, we had a few shovels and started digging a hole. But since that time, we've cleared out 410,000 cubic square feet of dirt. That's about 23,000 truckloads of dirt that we've actually hauled off of the site. They've also started to put in piers, which is the anchor for the stadium. If you're driving by these days, you will see something that's starting to take the shape of a stadium.
You've been involved in every stage of this. So as we've moved along, and now that we're 8 months into the process, what is the most intriguing part of the stadium that maybe you had not even really considered when this process started?
That is the magic of this building, is there's just not a corner that we didn't think about. So it's hard to answer that question. We're so excited for people to really dig as deep as we have into what the fan experience is going to be like at a new Nissan stadium. It's little things like 360-degree concourses. It just makes more sense to be able to get around the entire building as opposed to having to stop and get up an elevator somewhere. You can work around the whole building. Frictionless markets, which means a fan will be able to go from a couple minutes in line waiting for their nachos to maybe 35, 40 seconds and back to their seat. Nearly double the amount of bathrooms, again, allowing people to get back to their seat. The Ring of Fire, it is 55,000 square feet of LED that will surround the entire upper bowl. It's going to make fans feel immersed in the video boards. There's 70,000 square feet of LED around the entire building. It's going to be sensory overload. The sound system of the building is also going to be some of the best in the NFL. So you can just imagine how that's going to be coming to life in a Titans game.
Burke Nihill, thanks so much for updating us on the new Nissan Stadium. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, Mike.
All right, we've got more Titans football with Brian Callahan coming up after this. Time for Callahan's First Look, presented by Nissan. Titans headed to the West Coast to play the Los Angeles Chargers. The 5-3 Chargers have a new coach in Jim Harbaugh and a familiar name at quarterback, Justin Herbert. So, Brian Callahan, is Harbaugh asking Herbert to do anything differently in this offense?
No, I don't think so. I think they're doing a really good job running the football right now. It's something they probably haven't done as much of, and you can tell Greg Roman's influence there, their offensive coordinator, and you see a lot of the things that Coach Harbaugh's done at Michigan and things that Greg Roman did in Baltimore that they've influenced the offense, but they're really running the ball nicely and using the play-action game along with it. And you know, Herbert's playing at a really high level as well. I mean, he's one of the premier quarterbacks in our league, and really stiff challenge for our defense to defend against him.
He looks like one of those old-time 6'4", 6'5" guys that stand in the pocket, but he's not that kind of athlete.
No, he can move and run, and he's mobile. He's way more mobile than he probably gets credit for, but he's a really fantastic player at the quarterback position, can do sort of everything you need a quarterback to do to win in today's NFL, and he's really dynamic.
And he's got some dynamic new receivers, and there's one in Ladd McConkey, the rookie out of Georgia, already 35 catches.
He was fantastic. We loved him coming out in the draft. Really thought he was a really nice player at Georgia, and he's continued to have the same impact with the Chargers. Really good route runner, strong hands, great awareness. Everything about him that we liked coming out in the draft, you see it translating to the NFL game right now, and he's been a spark for their offense.
Yeah, Ladd McConkey leading a new-look receiving core, and they have made some good things happen. But every single team that Jim Harbaugh's involved with wants to run the ball. They have a new back in J.K. Dobbins, over 600 yards rushing this year.
A bit of a resurgence for J.K. Dobbins. I've always admired his running style and his ability when he was in Baltimore and I was in Cincinnati. Saw lots of him. The injuries set him back a bit, but they always had high hopes for his performance. I think what you're seeing now is the result of what they always believed he could be, and they had intimate knowledge of him, obviously with the Harbaughs and Greg Roman, of what he could bring to their team, and he's really run the ball nicely for them so far this year.
They want to be physical. Callahan's First Look, presented by Nissan. Physical in every aspect. It's a typical Harbaugh team, whether it be Dad Jack, John, Jim, doesn't make any difference. Moms probably want to play physical game. I mean, they're tough.
Always have been. It's a hallmark of those teams and the Harbaugh kind of way of doing things. Been around Coach Harbaugh for a long time, known him for a long time, and has an ability to turn programs at a rapid rate too. Everywhere he's gone, he's won. and they're no different at the Chargers. They got a good group of players on the team. They got a good coaching staff, and we got a good challenge ahead of us.
3:05 start on Sunday. You can hear it 2 o'clock on Titans Radio with Titans Countdown. For Brian Callahan, I'm Mike Keith. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.